Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
TFG Interviews is an IVM production, and you can also check out their other awesome shows like The Seen and the Unseen, hosted by Amit Verma, where he discusses topics related to economic policies and its impact on our society.
You're listening to TFG Interviews.
Hello and welcome everyone. This is a new episode of the TFG Interview Podcast, and we bring all players, your favorite coaches and anyone associated with sports on this show. Today we are featuring, I know for the past few days we've been getting badminton players. That's because I was in Hyderabad, the city of badminton, and hopefully you enjoyed the two shows that are out. If you're not, please go ahead and listen, and if not, then just start with this, because today we have two young upcoming men's doubles players, goes by the name Shlok Ramchandran and Arjun Ramchandran. No, they're not brothers. They happen to play together, and you'll be surprised, so many similarities between them that they had to play together, and currently they're ranked 42. Mind you, this was an interview taken last week, so we didn't talk about the visa issue that happened because they are currently facing that, but that story is up on our website. But hey, this is an interview. They are pumped up to play there at their first World Badminton Championship, and we were privileged enough to talk to them directly. So let's hear them what they have to say. So yeah, just a brief about yourselves, Arjun and Shlok. How did you all partner together? And first on that, and then probably later we'll say how badminton came up to be.
Actually, we started playing together last year onwards. I used to play with Chirag Shetty till 4 years. I used to play with him till juniors, and after that, Malaysian coach had come here. I think 2 years back. That's when I came to the national camp. And then coach made us together. So yeah, we have been playing since a year now, and we had a huge leap. We didn't have any rank, and now we're 41. So we had good wins, and we have been into good matches too. Now we are ranked 41.
I've had a couple of ups and downs. So I started off playing with Sayam Shukla. We were playing together for almost 2 years. We lost the junior national finals to Arjun and Chirag. Then when we started playing well, we got a senior national bronze. That's when Sayam got an ACL, and he was out for a year. Then I was playing with Shrikant's elder brother, K. Nandagopal. Things really didn't work out a lot. That time he was just playing with a junior player, Krishna Prasad, and then we both weren't playing really well. So that's when one day in a practice session, we both were sitting and coach was like, let's just play. And I think we were playing Akshay Devalkar and Sumit Reddy. And we managed to play well, so we thought, okay, why not give them a shot, because I'm tall in height and he's short. We might make a good combination, and from there, we started off really well. Basically, in our first All India ranking tournament, we played the finals, lost to Chirag Satvik. In our first international in Belgium, we got a semi. So I think that gave coach confidence that this player can actually do well. And since then, we've had a couple of good tournaments. India International Series, we got a bronze. Tata Open, we played again final, lost to Chirag Satvik. Iran was a breakthrough tournament for us. We won that. I think Russia GP was pretty important for us. We got a bronze over there. That makes us realize that we can actually play with the big boys. Right. Even though we are a little far off, but we are not that far off against the big boys. Obviously, the top 10 is a different league to play with. But behind that, I think top 30, top 40, I think we belong there. That belief is slowly starting to come into us that we can actually play with the big boys.
So are you both on the same age, 22?
I'm 20, he's 20.
Okay. So does that help a lot when you're around almost the same generation and starting together, and probably, as you all said, it's 1 year old and coach was asked you all to join. So how was the reaction that time, when he asked both of you all? Were you all looking, was that on cards? Did you all have in mind that you all both might end up playing together?
Actually, we know each other since juniors. When I was 17, we have started playing together. Me and Chirag have played them. So we all knew each other. The age difference doesn't make a lot of difference. But still, yeah, we managed to get it together.
Actually, we do go a long way back. Actually, I think Chirag Shetty's and M.R. Arjun's partnership was actually, the first suggestion was given by my dad. So we actually go a long way back. Chirag Shetty is actually one of my schoolmates and very good family friend. So we go back a long way. So I've known Chirag and Arjun since the under 15 days. They've always done really well, and I've always seen Arjun playing really well, really focused, dedicated towards the game. Always on the ball every time. So I didn't have any clue that I'll be playing against him because especially after my split with Nandgopal, things were not looking bright. Actually, there was a point of time where I was actually considering quitting the game because I didn't know where I was going with my career. And actually, I'm very fortunate, very lucky that at that time I got a partner like Arjun who steadied things for me. Very calm, composed, and talk a lot. That helps a lot. Sometimes it doesn't help, but actually that helped steady things. That steadied things for me basically. From quitting the sport in April 2016 to coming to August 2017 and playing my World Championships. I think it's been a huge difference. But again, it's nothing for granted because I know how hard it has been for us.
Yeah. Now, before coming to the World Championship, you all both, are you from Hyderabad, Arjun?
No, I'm basically from Kerala.
Okay, so both had a display. You're from Bombay.
Yeah, I'm from Bombay.
So, how is that like? I mean, we've seen players from the south and from other parts where around Hyderabad get into badminton. But Arjun, Shlok, I would like to know, you being from Bombay, went to Rhine International and then Thakur College. How did badminton come up?
The very close to our house, there's this new sports complex coming up, Goregaon Sports Club.
Okay.
It had 6 floors. So one day I was 8, my dad called up saying that श्लोक क्या खेलेगा, टेनिस खेलेगा, बैडमिंटन खेलेगा. टेनिस खेलेगा तो 6 महीना रुकना पड़ेगा, बैडमिंटन खेलेगा तो अभी होमवर्क से छुट्टी मिलेगी, मम्मी से बात कर लेंगे. As an 8-year-old, I was like, chalo, you're running away from homework. That's good. And then, initially I would go with dad, and dad with his friend would play, and me and my best friend would just irritate them, not let them play. And dad one day found a coach sitting over there. So he told the coach that, just tire them out so that they don't irritate us and let us play. And we haven't looked back since then. I think me, Chirag Shetty, Harshil Dani, Tanvi Lad, Kaushal, Dharma have all come up from the same sports complex under the same coach, Uday Pawar. I was there for about 3 years. So that, I think that is the only Mumbai lot which has actually done well in the international circuit. I don't think there's a Mumbai lot after us who is actually doing well, which is actually not a very good sign. But hopefully we see some good Mumbai players.
How was your shift from Kerala to Hyderabad?
I actually belong to Kerala, and I used to practice under Mohan Chandran. So now he's in Dubai. But then when you're there, actually I started with my father. There was a club, similar story. There was a club near my house, and my dad used to play for recreation. So I used to go with him and play for fun. And then same thing, even my dad asked the coach there to take me in the camp. And eventually, starting I did not do well. They even threw me out of the camp, telling me you have to do better. And then basically, I started winning district tournaments. And then I was taken into the camp, played well, came into the national circuit. And that is when all that happened.
So I think it's similar stories and similar growth in the sport. I think it had to happen that you all had to play together, right? And now, within a year, you all have managed to be in the top 50. I mean, to be saying probably after some more good performance, you all might just be in top 40. And going ahead, you never know. It would be, because right now at the moment, doubles is really coming up in Indian badminton, which is a very good sign.
Big thanks to the coach who has come in, Malaysian coach. Before him, doubles was nowhere. We used to not know, the plan was totally not there. Then after he came, the plan was totally out there. What tournaments to play, how to play, everything. It was his support there that made us reach together.
Okay, now coming to the big thing that we all are looking forward to, and I think especially as players you're all looking forward to, is the World Badminton Championship. First time in a bigger stage like that, how does it feel?
We played a couple of Super Series, I think, this year. We played the Malaysia Premier Super Series and we played the Singapore Super Series. We played well actually in the Singapore Super Series. So it is not something that we haven't played at the big stages, but obviously the feeling of World Championship is something different. The aura of the championships, the feel will be obviously very different. So it will be very important for us, to not to get overawed by the situation. To just go out and play a natural game. There won't be a lot of expectations from us because we are a young pair coming up playing our first World Championship. So we'll be the dark horses. I think we need to go out and play our best and just give out everything and have no regrets coming back, because nobody's expecting us really to go and win. So if we could go out and put up a good performance, upset a couple of good opponents and you never know how you have to just take it one match at a time for me. But the main thing is about not to get overawed by the situation. Try to just stay in the moment. Take it 1.1 rally at a time.
Does the not having pressure on you help?
Yeah, actually, in the first round we were playing the Chinese Taipei there.
Right.
So, being the first World Championship and being a huge event for us, we don't have any pressure to give. Like, it's the top seeds who must be scared of us actually. So we hopefully give our best in the tournament and accept some good teams.
Now, how are the preparations going? Any special things that you're looking at in your training process?
So we were supposed to play the Sky City New Zealand Open, which was supposed to end yesterday.
Right.
So we were in Russia that we got a call from Gopi sir and Tank coach saying that we need to withdraw, and they needed a solid 3-week program for us coming into the World Championships. So the initial week, the first week was a lot of track running, just a lot of time trials, a lot of 400 meters to get those legs strong, a lot of physical training. I think the first 1.5 weeks were really tough. I think I just went a day home, because of some personal reasons. But I think Arjun was here doing every session, giving 100%, and he was really trying to, feel it that he's getting tired. But then we had an All India institution. We both there for Authority of India. So I think the couple of days break has given us much needed rest, and I think we are looking forward to the next 1 week because we're not even given Sundays off because it's World Championships. Obviously, every day matters. So we are looking forward to. We got about Monday. So we've got about
8 days.
We've got about 8 days. 8 days of good practice. Obviously, the sessions will go down. But the intensity will increase right now, so there won't be a lot of track running. I think today is the last day. We have a really tough training session in the evening. We'll be doing skipping and running agility, and I think after today we are going to focus more on courts and skill level because we've worked really hard on our physical stuff for the past 2 weeks. We've worked really hard, and I think a lot of credit has to be given to the support staff here, along with Tan coach. He's just been supportive. He just been, even though he's approaching 45, 46 now, he's not getting a Sunday off. He's coming morning and he's pushing us every day, every session. So as players, it gives us a lot of motivation if the coach is really behind us, because he really wants us to do well. And we really hope that we can repay his faith back by playing.
Now, being in badminton, the youngsters, not youngsters, I would say young stars, I must say. Who are you looking up to in terms of badminton, in doubles especially?
Doubles, the Indonesian pairs are actually good. So we love watching the Indonesian pairs, Kevin Sanjay and Marcus Fernaldi. So they're similar to us, like one guy short and one guy controls the back. So I love watching them play. Hopefully we can upset some of the pairs like that.
Growing up, I was a huge Rupesh Kumar Sanave Thomas fan. I used to just love them playing. Sanave Thomas is his coach, and Rupesh Etta and Sanave Etta were like one of the most iconic doubles pairs we had. Because even though we didn't have a lot of doubles expertise, they managed to play really well. So even today, I call them up, message them even if I have any problem. But if you look internationally, I think I'm a big fan of Carsten Mogensen, the Danish. I think his attitude towards the game is really good.
And his comeback, I think, must have inspired
his comeback, coming, from the huge surgery he had, and, the way he's playing even today, I think he's one of the most consistent players in world badminton right now. I try to model my game over him. Obviously, I have a long way to go, but he's someone I look up to, because of his, ability to bounce back from tough situations.
Now, going back to the Gopichand Academy, how is it to be training under a big legend like that who's got a lot of laurels for the country in terms of badminton, and the biggest laurel would be opening up an academy and dedicating his life to the sport. So how does it feel to work under him and play under him rather, and get his advices and all of that? How is the rapport like?
So I joined Gopichand Academy about as soon as my juniors got over. So it was completely new for me, But I think Gopi Bhai is someone who is really strict. He wants his players to be, really strict and particular about certain things, which it took time for me to adjust, obviously. But I think he's shown a lot of faith in us. I think he's given a lot of interviews where he's mentioned us, saying that we are a pair to look forward to. And coming from him, I think it's a lot. It gives a lot of motivation, especially for me, because he doesn't take names very easily. to get his attention is not easy. But I think today we've got his attention. I think we are working hard. We're showing him that we can do really well. Obviously, when we came back from Russia, he wasn't very happy about the way we played our semi-finals. He asked me why were the scores so less. So obviously he's keeping a track on us, which is, I think, to get his attention. We've worked really hard, and we hope to continue to get his attention.
So it's a great motivation.
Yeah, well, look, basically, I have still not joined the academy. I am from Kerala. I told you, under Sanif Thomas and Joy team. But since 2 years I'm here because of the national camp. I've been in the national camp. So yeah, seeing a coach like Gopu sir is very inspiring. The work he puts in, for the singles play as well, comes early morning, keeps the track of everything. So it's very inspiring to see a coach like that.
It's not easy to take care of such a huge lot. I think not an easy task with the way everybody's performing. I think a huge credit goes to the way he's taking care of the administration. He's managing everything.
Actually, seeing the singles players perform, even we feel like
we feel that we really. And I think it was just Monday morning that he came. He was the whole 6:30 session with coach, and he was planning out. And I think last week he had a huge meeting with coach, and he had the tournament schedule approved by Gopi. So I think his approval shows us that we are ready for tournaments. I think his approval is something. His judgment is, I think, one of the best in the country right now. We just hope to repay his faith, because he's putting a lot of work on us.
Now, keeping aside, the Badminton Championship is something that's on both of your mind at the moment. But keeping that aside, what are your aims? Now, as you all know that you're all going to play together for a long term, and growing scene in Indian badminton, the doubles section is really coming up, as I said. So, what is your main goal and agenda? It would be
basically our main aim is to crack the top 30. Actually, now we are ranked 41. So by next year mid, we have to crack the top 30, and we have the tournaments planned by coach. So next year playing the Vietnam after the World Championship, we are playing Vietnam GP starting on 4th of September. So yeah, we are planning for looking forward to give a good performance in that and increase our rank as such. So yeah, we hope to hit the Grand Prix tournament now. We have won the series and challenge, and we have a good bronze in Grand Prix. We have to target a gold in the Grand Prix now.
Commonwealth Games is something which has always been on my mind. I think it's May 2018 that it's going to be held. I think only one pair qualifies. It's going to be tight, but that is something which will be on my mind. I've been training, keeping Commonwealth in mind. No matter if I get in or not get in, I think my biggest aim will be to get into that Commonwealth team. Apart from that, I think by next year, I think March, we need to start playing Super Series regularly and regularly play the pre-quarters, quarterfinals. And there needs to be an improvement playing in the Super Series. We need to grow as a pair. I think no Indian doubles pair is consistently playing pre-quarters or quarterfinals right now in the Super Series events. But I think we need to be there if we have to have any chance coming 2020 Tokyo. If by next year we start playing pre-quarters and quarters regularly in Super Series events, hopefully by 2019 we'll be somewhere near quarter semis. But the main will be to stop playing the smaller events come next year and target the big events, and obviously not just go there to fill in the numbers, to do well, play quarterfinals, play pre-quarterfinals, and hopefully kick on from there. But I think that because if we start playing well in Super Series, that will really put us on the map. Nobody really considers challenge and series victory to become world beaters. Obviously, it's a step ahead, but ultimately it's the Super Series and GP Gold event. You look at Srikanth, you look at Sai. Sai, as everybody knows Sai only because he's won the Singapore Super Series, because he's made a mark over there. So obviously we're working very hard. Not just all the doubles players are working really hard, especially time coach. He's putting us a lot of effort. There's a lot of pressure on him as well. We really hope by next year we start playing quarterfinals at the Super Series.
Now, coming down to the closer part, how is the support from the people whom you love? I mean, your family, one, second, your friends or your fans, who are following you up to the date. How is their reaction been like?
Support has been actually tremendous. Can't express the support my parents gave. My dad, my mom. Mom being a teacher, she wanted me to study actually. After 10th, my mom was you have to she was absent. She was do you need to take science or commerce? Do you need to play? And finally, I ended up taking science. I study well, and I did well in my 12th exams. board exams. So there was a chat in my house asking like whether should I carry on with my studies, should I take engineering. So I have an elder brother who is even much better in studies. He's doing engineering. So my dad was pretty much supportive. He's like, let's give him a chance in badminton. Let's see 1 year what happens. So that was when me and Chirag used to play. So that year we were under 17, and as he said, we won the under 19 junior nationals. And from there on, we won consecutively three nationals, and we were world number 4 in the junior doubles. So that is when even my mom was like, okay, let's give him a chance now and leave. So my parents support me a lot. My grandmother, she's very supportive. My elder brother also very supportive in this case. Yeah, it's been a great journey so far.
What about you? When you go back to Bombay, how are you? Do they treat you like star now?
No, not yet. I think my dad and mom have been, unbelievably supportive. My mom has always been supportive, no condition. It's no conditional love. Mom's love is always no matter I win or lose, she'll always have saying that no problem. She's always supported me. Dad has always shown a lot of tough love to me. It's been a long journey with dad because he's the one who's taken care of me badminton since the early ages. I think a lot of the credit goes to my mom and dad, especially. And I think my friends here, we have a good group of friends over here. Off court, we support each other. There's no rivalry as such. Nobody's trying to pull somebody down. I think be it Chirag and me, or Chirag or him or Satvik. Actually, Chirag and Arjun are roommates, and me and Satvik are roommates. So we've got a good support system. And I think my whole family, basically, my dad's brother, my dad's sister, they've always pitched in whenever needed. They've given me the financial support when it mattered the most. So I couldn't be more grateful. And obviously the media. I think the media has been tremendous, be it the Fan Garage, be it Sportskeeda. They've always come up with articles which we have, which we are very grateful for, because that's what gives us mileage for sponsors to come in. I really hope the media continues to support us with the way, and I really hope the Fan Garage really becomes much more bigger than what it is.
Now, that was interesting, right? Just like I said, the stories that you heard, even I was surprised at some of them, because, so many, they had to, it had to be done that this pair had to play together, and thanks to the new coach that's come to picture, and they play together, and now they're ranked, you never know, by the end of the year, by next year, you would see them in top 20. That's their main focus. Also, mind you, I did not tell them, nor did any of us tell Shlok to tell that, the Fan Garage is, he thanks the Fan Garage on record, which we are very privileged and honored and humbled. Hopefully we continue the work that we do, and these players get us more laurels and accolades. Now, wishing them all the very best at the World Badminton Championship. As I said in the earlier, that you can also listen to other interview podcasts that we have featured. Have a great day, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also listen to our show on Audioboom, SoundCloud, and various other podcasting apps. You can also read about all the badminton related stories on our website, thefangarage.com. Do follow TFG Badminton Twitter handle, where you get everything updates about Indian badminton. Have a great day. Until next time, see you. Bye-bye. Cheers.
एक्सक्यूज मी भैया, एक्सक्यूज मी.
बोलिए मैडम.
मेन्यू में क्या है?
मेन्यू में सीन अनसीन है, पॉडकास्ट है, ऑन कोर्स है, साइरस है, मेड इन इंडिया, रीडिस्कवरी प्रोजेक्ट, एम्पावरिंग सीरीज, सेक्स वैक्स है, IVM लाइक्स है, सिंप्लीफाइड है, कीपिंग इट क्वियर है, ड्रिंक्स एंड डेस्टिनेशंस है, माय नेबर जकरबर्ग है, और द फैन गराज है. आपको क्या चाहिए?
एक बार रिपीट कर देंगे क्या?
रिपीट नहीं करता हम. आप जाओ IVMpodcast.com पे और सुनो ये सब, या फिर डाउनलोड करो उनका ऐप, सब आपकी उंगलियों पे.